first half, second half maybe, you had some
Yep.
issues with. Was this a more complete performance as you guys wrap up non-conference play into ACC play?
Yes. Yeah, and again, I was very pleased with our team's performance in the first half of both games. I thought our guys really showed a mature approach against Queens, and they came back with good energy. You're always worried. This is a hard time of year for players. You come back to campus, you've been home with family. You got to travel back on 26th, and campus doesn't have much energy, and you're in the film room, you're in the weight room, you're practicing twice. This is hard, and so you're always concerned as a coach. Does your guys do they have the energy? Are they excited to be back and play? And our group did a nice job. It helped that we had a great crowd tonight. I thought that makes it easier for our players, and they certainly appreciate that. But our guys had a nice couple of days of practice. I thought we got enough things done, and we really focused on our defense. We practiced twice on the 27th, and we did two things on the 28th. So I thought it carried over. And I thought, for the most part, we sustained much better defensively in the second half. Certainly when you have a big lead, you're not probably going to do everything quite as well. And, they eventually made a few more shots and played a little better in the second half. But hard for me to be critical of our team after tonight's performance.
It's probably hard to be critical during this first couple months of the season with these guys. Do you feel like you've reached every milestone or goal that you wanted to see over these first 12 games?
Well, we didn't win one, so no. We went into that game anticipating that we could win if we played well enough, and we just were close but didn't quite get it done. Having said that, I thought I was excited and very optimistic about our group before the season. I knew we had guys that I thought were motivated and hungry and had good talent, but you're always trying to put the pieces together, and that's coming together. Guys are finding their niche and their roles and accepting of those things. We've got to keep working, developing our bench. I'd like to get Jack Clark and Alex back at some point. I think, having more fresh bodies is going to be important for the long run of the ACC season. But, I couldn't be more proud of what these guys did, 10-1, playing the schedule we played, several neutral games away from home, road games, true road games. We did a couple of those. We had to deal with a lot of things. And these guys came in every day, worked hard, have been coachable. We still got a long way to go, but I like how we're playing, and I love their approach.
Obviously an older group, Brad, with you guys, at least with the starters. Does that kind of help keep the focus as you transition from non-conference to conference play?
Yeah, I don't think we'll have trouble, with focus. We have a ton of respect for the teams in our league. Obviously, playing Miami here next, we know how good they are and all they've accomplished here recently. So we know we're going to have to play one of our best games of the year to win, especially playing down there. But our guys are going to be excited. I mean, they like to compete. They like these environments. We're excited with how we're playing, and again, we're going to be excited to be tested, and we will. We know that, we've got to have a couple of really good days of preparation to get ourselves in position, but I'm excited to do it with these guys.
Second half here, you gave some minutes to guys who probably needed a few more minutes.
Yep.
As you get into ACC play. How much is that going to help the overall team as we get through the next few months?
Yeah, it is. We need those guys to play some more, and obviously some of it is just so there's not quite as much wear and tear on some of the other guys. I do think, like this next week for us, we play Wednesday at 8 at Miami, and then noon on Saturday. I mean, that's a hard one. Now that's a quick 2 a.m. get back on Thursday morning and flip it and have to play at noon. You need your guys on the bench to be ready to contribute and be positive players in these games. And so I feel like Dylan and Josh and RJ, and it was good to get Boz. Boz had a little bit of an ankle issue that he's been dealing with, and tried to play a little bit against Queens, but couldn't play much because of the ankle. So to get him a few minutes and to slowly try getting him back into it, I think is important. So yeah, that's going to be significant in the last 2 months of the season.
Thanks, Brett.
Thank you.
Did you catch that football game this afternoon?
I did. I watched a good bit of it. Absolutely, it's a great day.
It's fantastic.
Had them all the way, buddy. Had them all the way.
I'll add one. So that's now back-to-back games where your offense shoots 70% or better in a half. 70.4 in the second half today.
Wow.
And the 12th game in a row to start the season with more assists than turnovers. Just what does it speak, about the team's unselfishness and defensive prowess?
Yeah, it does. I'm pleased with the way our guys share the ball. Obviously, we had some turnovers in the second half. Didn't play quite as well that way, but our guys are very willing passers. I think we have a good basketball IQ. I think it's a fun team to watch play. You see some of the passes these guys are making to each other that lead to good shots become great shots, and obviously that's what happens if you're shooting that well is you're taking a lot of great shots, and so I'm very pleased with our guys, their unselfishness and their willingness to share with each other.
Anything else for Coach on Zoom?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Thanks everybody. Appreciate you, Pete.